Hello and welcome to the workshop. On today's episode, we're going to make ourselves a spider shift knob. So the first step I need to do in making this shift knob is to take this resin base that I poured earlier and apply some of this red glitter. Now the way I'm going to get the glitter to stick is by using tacket. So what I need to do is take myself a little shot glass and a paintbrush, and I'm going to put a small amount of tacket into the container, and then I'm going to add some water to thin it down. Probably just one little drop will be enough. Now with the water, only a real tiny amount. That'd be plenty. Now I'm just going to take my brush, give it a mix. That could even be a little too watery. Let's put a little bit more tacket in. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now all I need to do is paint it on top of my resin here. Now I've already pre-painted the top red with some acrylic paint, just in case the coverage of the glitter isn't great. Okay, now that my tacket's on there, all I need to do is wait for it to dry. And you'll know it's dry because all these little white pieces will turn clear. So now that I've left the tacket to dry, you can see here that it's all clear. And if you touch it with your finger, it'll be lightly tacky. So now the next thing I need to do is put on my glitter, and I'm going to do that with one of these soft bristle brushes. Now I believe this could be a makeup brush, but don't quote me on it, I'll have to ask Nicole. Now so I don't waste any glitter, I'm going to keep my blank over the container. That way when I put it on, you can see anything that drops off is going to go straight back into the container. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Check that out, there's some nice coverage on there. So now that we got that done, the next step is to put on our little red back. Actually, I better cover this up so I don't spill it. Have a look at how cool that is. It's got a nice little fake gem on the back there. Looks just like a redback spider. Now redbacks are native to Australia, and you really don't want to get bitten by one because they can be a bit nasty. But I think it's going to make a great shift knob. Now to glue this spider on, I'm just going to use a little bit of UV resin and a UV torch to set it. Now I don't need too much, all I have to do is put a little drop under one of these legs. Now because this is going to be a shift knob, I need to make sure that it's dead center. So that's looking pretty good. So yeah, I'm just going to put a little drop under the leg and then set it with my torch. Now to make it a bit easier, I'm just going to pop a little bit of this UV on the end of a toothpick. Just like that. Now that's all you need. And now I'm going to come in and just pop it under the leg there, just like that. So now I'm just going to take my UV torch, shine it on the resin, and it should only take about 5 minutes. So now that we've let the glue dry, I want to take this outside and show you it in the sun, because that's when this will come to life. Have a look at that. How beautiful does that look? So now that I have my spider blank all finished, the next thing I'm going to do is put it inside a plastic cup and fill it up with some epoxy resin. Now since I plan on making these for the store, here's a couple that I made earlier. Now you guys know how to put that inside a cup and mix up some resin, so I'm going to skip that part. But what you guys want to see is these going on the lathe and being turned into shift knobs. So that is what we're going to do right now. So I did just forget, before I start turning on the lathe, I need to drill a hole in the bottom for the insert to go in. So I've gone ahead and reverse mounted the blank in the chuck, and I found the center on the bottom there. Now I'm going to start off with this little pilot drill, and then once I've done that, I can upgrade to the larger Forstner bit. Now you'll notice that I've got some blue tape on there, and that's marked how deep I need to go in. Okay, pilot hole is done. Let's get the Forstner in. So just like the pilot drill bit, I've also marked the depth on this one. So now that I have my hole drilled, I can turn this around in the chuck and then we can start turning. Now make sure when you're turning on the lathe, especially resin, have a good respirator and a face shield. Now the first tool I'll be using is a carbide tip. So now that I've got the basic shape, I'm going to switch to the skew chisel to refine it. Now because this is going to be a shift knob, I want to make sure it feels good in my hand. So I'm just going to stop now and just have a feel. Yeah, I think that feels pretty good. So pretty much all we have to do now is start cleaning up the bottom half. Now I'm going to go to my small fingernail Now back to the skew. Well, that feels pretty good in the hand, so I think the next thing I need to do is give it a sand. Now, as most of you know, I don't like to sand on my expensive lathe. I prefer to do it on my cheaper one. Now, the reason for that is, as you can see by the state of this lathe, it turns into a mess, and that is because we wet sand. Now, the first grit that I like to use is a piece of 600. So now that I've finished with my 600, it's time to get on with some 8. And just like that, the sanding is finished. Now the next thing we need to do is give this a polish. Now when it comes time to polish your resin, there's 2 main things you need to worry about. The first one is your resin needs to be as hard as a rock. And the second one is you need some good paste. Now, if you want to see more information about this paste, check out this episode of the vlog. So now that I've finished polishing it, we can part it off this base. Now I'm just going to take my saw and take it off. And there we have it. And that's the hole that we drilled before we started. Now there is one last thing I have to do before we glue in our insert, and that is to sand and polish this base. And now a quick polish. So now that we have the bottom all polished, we can go ahead and glue in our insert. Now this insert is a 10 by 1.5 and I'm going to glue it in with some 5-minute epoxy. Now just in case we see some of this glue around the edges, I'm going to add some of this Just Resin Phantom Black. Looks like my hole was a little off center. I guess you get that when it's handmade. So off camera, I went ahead and turned the second one. Now I went for a different shape with this one. I think this one might look really cool in maybe an old rat rod, or maybe even a motorcycle. Imagine changing gears with this one in your hand. Now, if anyone's interested in any of these, they're now available in my Etsy store, and they both have a thread of 10 by 1.5, and that's in metric. So if this suits your car or your bike, go ahead and check them out. Now, also available in the store are my polishing kits. So if you guys need to polish some resin, go check them out. Now, one last thing before we check them out, if you guys like this video, please let me know by hitting that like button. And if it's your first time here and you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. It's free. I put out new videos every week. Now let's check them out.